Hi YouTubers, my name is Carlos, aka Endimion. I am from Spain, so apologies about my Spanish accent. And I wanted to make this video taking the opportunity that since the last Christmas I have all the video consoles of the market to express my humble opinion about the newest consoles of video games, which are Xbox One and PS4. I hope my comparison of these new generation consoles in this video helps to give an idea of what console is the most convenient for you to buy this, in January sales or the next Christmas. First of all, I have to say that at the first sight, both consoles are great for video entertainment and identical in graphics. Only a hardcore graphic whore could notice that PS4 has better definition reaching 1080p and Xbox better frame rate reaching 60 frames per second. During the first year when Xbox was released, the Kinect camera was obligatory and the PS4 camera was optional. You can use voice commands in both consoles if you have the camera. The camera for PS4 is like the first Kinect on Xbox 360, tracking your moves, but in my opinion, I think it is unforgivable that at the moment there is no video chat or video conference on PS4 yet, like you can do on PS3. Hopefully in a future update. But it is ridiculous to have an advanced camera connected to a computer device that you cannot use as a webcam. Xbox One has the best Skype thanks to the best webcam, which is the new Kinect camera. Kinect tracks your movements better than PS4 camera. Kinect has a superior technology able to detect your fingers and even when you open your mouth. Also, Kinect is a better camera for the voice recognition needed for the voice commands. Xbox is bigger and heavier than PS4. The power brick is outside and in PS4 is inside. However, both consoles get hot after use. I do not feel Xbox is cooler because the power brick is outside. In fact, Xbox One blows more hot air than PS4. As on PS3 on PS4, you can put easily any hard drive of 2.5 inches. There is a little cover over or side door that you can open and pull out the hard drive kept in a little bracket like a metal drawer. On PS4, it is very easy to change the hard drive without opening the console. On the other hand, on Xbox One, it is very difficult to change the hard drive. You have to be skillful and confident dealing with electronic stuff because you have to unplug little cables and dismount the chipsets because the hard drive is hidden under the motherboard. You will void the warranty if you change the hard drive, and if you are not extremely careful when you do, you may break the console too. However, there is no need to change the hard drive owing to the fact that you can plug in the USB ports a couple of external hard drives of any size. Regarding portability, PS4 is better because it's smaller and lighter, so in just a rectangular piece of plastic, PS4 has the power brick and the hard drive you wish inside. Therefore, you can transport the console with only one hand. Xbox One is heavy for just one hand, and also you will need more hands to transport the external power brick and external hard drives. Regarding the dashboard, interface, and menus, on Xbox Ones are more modern and dynamic, but I find them more confusing and uncomfortable to use with a control pad. Xbox One was a console designed to be used with the Kinect, which was compulsory at the beginning until the users didn't want it for games, and also Kinect was making the console about $100 or euros more expensive than the PS4 at launch. The Xbox One control with Kinect is fantastic through voice commands, but horribly confusing without the famous camera, and using just the control pad, you get easily lost through the menus. On the contrary, PS4 has very simple menus with one comfortable main color for our site, blue. PS4 dashboard is very easy and intuitive to use, finding everything easier and quicker. You can also use voice commands on PS4 if you have the PS4 camera, but it is easier and quicker to move through the menus with the controller. Nevertheless, you need Kinect on Xbox One if you want to use the new console of Microsoft easier and quicker. As a matter of fact, you can feel that Xbox One was designed to be used with Kinect, and why it was obligatory at the beginning. In fact, the console may result annoying and uncomfortable without it. Kinect. Well, enough talking about the consoles. Let's talk now about the controller on both next-gen consoles. The official Microsoft control pad is the Xbox 360, which was the best controller during the last decade. On the other hand, the DualShock 1 on PS1 was considered the best controller in the last century and millennium, thanks to a great ergonomic design for our hands. The same excellent design was kept for the second DualShock, and in the third generation became a bit obsolete and surpassed by the control pad of Microsoft, the one in Xbox 360, which was the biggest and most comfortable pad of the last generation. But in the new generation of video consoles, the one we have now, Sony has evolved with his controller to a new high level with a significant improvement, and Xbox One controller has worsened with respect to the previous version on Xbox 360. The Xbox One controller is now smaller with smaller triggers and analog sticks, more uncomfortable for big hands like mine. The rotation of the analogs in the DualShock 4 and the L3 and R3 buttons when you press are better on PS4 controller. According to most of the reviews, is the the PlayStation 4 control pad is more comfortable, and believe it, you can feel a noticeable difference. The Xbox One controller has no lights indicating the number of the player. So if four players are playing in the couch, they don't know at the first sight if they grab the right controller for their character. These lights were present on the Xbox 360 and PS3 controller, but no lights has been included in the Xbox One controller to let you know what pad is in your hand. On PS4, there is a big light letting you know that the pad in your hand is the one you want. For example, blue is the color for player 1, red for player 2, green for player 3, and yellow for player 4. As a matter of fact, PS4 has made a significant improvement. Now it's bigger, the control pad on PS4, and wider than the Xbox One controller, with two bigger analog sticks placed parallel in the same line, which is more comfortable in my opinion than different height. Now, for the first time, the PS4 controller includes comfortable triggers, ideal for shooters and racing games. The touchpad is very useful for menus in RPGs because it can be used as a mouse for like the ones you find in laptops, and it can be pressed in the left and right side, and this means one more button extra than the Xbox One controller. This pad is a six-axis with a rotoscope inside, and it's also a PlayStation Move controller. That's why it has the changing lights, because it can be used as a Move controller, tracking the moves better than the Wii Motion Plus. The lights are used in some games like GTA 5 when the police chase you. You can see the controller flashing red and blue lights when the police chase you, and when you see playing at night, those red and blue flashing lights reflected in your wall, it gives you a more realistic sensation when you play in the darkness, because you can feel like the police is actually after you when you see those lights reflected on the wall on the white walls at night. Another example is in Tomb Raider, when Lara uses a torch in a cave. The pad is flashing different tones of red and orange, imitating a real flame. And when you play in a dark room at night, you feel the light of the torch reflected on the walls of the rooms. These changing lights make the actions in the games more immersive. I think they are brilliant, even if they drain quick at the battery of the controller. Another addition is the DualShock 4. In this pad is the loudspeaker. Just a loudspeaker like the one you find on the Nintendo Wii controller. Because the sounds and voices are coming from the DualShock 4 speaker, gives you a more immersive sensation, feeling more realistic when you get someone calls through the radio, a cell phone, for example in GTA. Also increase the scary sensation in horror games when sudden sounds and voices by surprise are coming from the loudspeaker, from the PS4 controller. The sound coming from the controller reminds me the Q sound invented by Capcom that helps to give a more immersive sensation. The share button is brilliant for share play on the PS4 controller. Tweet for Twitch and upload videos to YouTube. Also, remote plays allows you to the same graphics on a portable device like Sony Xperia on PS Vita. Xbox One has vibration in the triggers and the battery lasts double time, even triple. However, this is not a big advantage because the vibration in the triggers blends with the central vibration, and PS4 still has that characteristic intelligent vibration since the first DualShock that used to move the pad in the Metal Gear when you meet Psycho Mantis. Remember the first Metal Gear on the first PlayStation 1? Moving the controller on the table from side to side, but obviously the vibration of the DualShock has improved on each generation. The battery of the DualShock lasts about 7 hours, and only parasite of the society who are not working and with an excessive hours of gameplay in a row may feel the advantage on Xbox One pad, which lasts longer because you can choose the type of batteries like alkaline. We can last the whole day if you want. PS4 has a standard built-in battery that you cannot change easily, and this pad drains more battery due to the rotoscope and move sensor inside the loudspeaker and the cool lights I have mentioned before. The Xbox One may be the best for shooters and even for racing games, but PS4 is more comfortable for adventures, RPGs, thanks to the touch panel and better analog and directions button for platform fighting games. But hardware and controller apart, what really makes a great console are the video games. The console more suitable for you is up to your preferences. If shooters are your favorite type of games, the Xbox One is the console for you, because despite having less exclusive games, it has the best first-person shooters in the market, Halos and Gears of War. But if you have a decent PC, it's not worth it to have another platform supported by Microsoft, because the video games on PC are cheaper and better graphics. Xbox One is for those who cannot afford a good computer. If you don't have a proper computer, you can find on Xbox a multimedia platform to play and watching perfect graphics for video entertainment. Also, if you really like Kinect technology, you may choose an Xbox One. But if you like a wider range of video games with developers from East and West, especially the magic of Orient and manga and anime from Japan, your best choice is Japanese. It's a Japanese console where you can enjoy the American and European developers and Japanese games like the one we are watching at the moment in this video. PS4 is a console for the players, offering a wider variety of games, a bigger community, being easier to play in good company with plenty of people online. Sony has shown in his exclusive games the best visuals in our consoles, But another factor to take into account before buying a new platform of video games are, your friends. You should